Hey guys, so as you can see, today's look is going to be a Halloween tutorial inspired by Kevin's look in the music video by the Backstreet Boys called Backstreet's Back. So to start off with, I'm just going to be taking this hot glue gun and some hot glue, and I'm going to be making the scales. In hindsight, I would have brought backup hot glue because I'm actually using my last little bit there. As you can see, I'm putting in a pencil to squeeze through that last little bit of hot glue, and as I was saying, in hindsight I would have bought more, but anyway, here's what I came up with: something for above the brow, something for underneath my eye, and something for the jawline. So next I'm going to be taking this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil. I've just had a mental blank, I've forgotten which shade it is. I will mention it in the description box below. And I'm just using this to basically as my base for the whole face. I understand this probably looks very tedious being just a pencil, but I did want to keep this look to be fully drugstore, and literally 99% of the items I use on this side of my face can be found at either any craft store or most drugstores or your local Target. Just really attainable sort of pieces I'm working with here. I then went in with this Chi Chi pencil because it was more of a emerald green. I kind of wanted to mix the blue and the green together to get more of the colour that was that Kevin was wearing. However, as you can see, it's not really showing up on my skin. It kept breaking as well because it's such a fine tip. I would have loved it if NYX had a jumbo pencil in this shade. It would have been perfect, but sadly I couldn't find one. So you can just completely disregard that green pencil if you want. You don't even really need it. Next I'm using this cheapo, this was seriously like $2 or $3, this cheapo face paint kit, and I decided that I would simply put patches of yellow and hopefully that would mix in with the blue and create the nice green shade I'm looking for. As you can see, I'm also just sort of buffing in the blue areas just with a makeup sponge, and you're going to see me go back and forth because as you can see, the sponge does actually take away a lot of that jumbo pencil, so you're going to see a lot of me blending it out, then applying more product, blending it out again, applying more, just over and over again, just until I get the desired effect.
Are you watching music?
Next, taking the yellow face paint shade just by itself on a brush, I'm just applying that all over the lid.
Are you what you're doing?
Are you watching music?
Music.
Next, taking the yellow shade on a sponge, I thought this would be a good way to really add a lot more green, and I really like the way this turned out.
Are you watching music?
going in with Black Widow by Saucebox Cosmetics. I'm going to be filling in one of my eyebrows with this jet black shade. I feel like Kevin has naturally very dark, pretty much jet black eyebrows. I thought maybe a big black bold eyebrow would really sort of tie in with the Halloween feel of this look and just make it more dramatic. I also thickened my eyebrow quite a bit. It actually started off as an accident, as you can see by my slightly concerned face there, but I ended up just deciding to run with it, and I really like the way it turned out. On to the next bit, going to be taking the first part of the now dried hot glue that I've turned into this plasticky, scaly, blobby, and it ended up looking type of facial feature, and just using my Duo eyelash glue to stick it to my face. I don't know why I didn't do this before gluing all that stuff to my face, but now I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Endless Sea, I believe it's called. I will put it in the description box in case I got that wrong, but it's basically this beautiful, how would you describe it? I guess it matches the NYX pencil really nicely. It's like a beautiful sea, ocean blue color, I guess is the best way to describe it. And I'm basically just applying that everywhere to add more vibrancy to the color, and also I guess it sort of works to set that cream jumbo pencil in place as well. Taking the Colourpop Yes Please palette, I'm going to be taking the bright yellow shade and just going over all the areas where we applied that yellow face paint. Here I am taking the applicator sponge that came with the face paint kit, and I'm just sort of blending the yellow into the blue a little bit to get a nice small greeny effect. Now I decided to lighten the lips on this side with my NYX Jumbo pencil in there. This time, even if we lose our minds, at least we'll say we took our chance on the ride. Okay, now I'll admit this next part isn't all drugstore, but seriously, just use any drugstore products you have. I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty Foundation in the lighter shade, I believe it's 100. I'm just applying this to the other side of my face, but yeah, seriously, just your favourite drugstore foundation is fine, just whatever you have handy. As you can see, I'm just blending that in with the sponge. Now to conceal with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, just applying that to the place where I need it and blending it in with my finger. Just going to lightly set that with my NARS Loose Powder and Snow, just basically the areas I needed. This is going to be a very simple look on this side of the face because obviously we want all the attention to go to the other side. So just taking a matte vanilla shade, setting my eyelid, now taking my contouring blush duo by NARS in Olympia and just using the contour shade in my crease for some definition, and obviously using it to contour, as you can see here. Looking good. Okay, next highlight. I'm going to be taking the lightest shade in the Nicole Guerrero and / Anastasia Beverly Hills collab. Next, taking the NYX Prismatic Eyeshadow in Girl Talk, using that as an inner corner and Cupid's Bow highlight, and filling in my brows with Brun by MAC, just an eyeshadow using another angled brush. Okay, next using the Lash Sensational. Hopefully it's Lash Sensational. I really should have had all these items out so I knew which ones I was talking about. Anyway, just applying those two lashes on both eyes. I'm not going to go with falsies. Next, just applying MAC's Cream Cup to the left. It's my left, yours right. There we go. Okay, as you can see, I'm done. Now putting on the final accessories. The top hat. Then I realised it'd be easier if I put the glasses on first. Glasses and the top hat. And there we have it. So this is sort of my take on Kevin's look from Backstreet's Back by the Backstreet Boys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope I have inspired you to give this look a try, or a similar look, or just in general trying to use affordable products. And yeah, hope you all have a great Halloween, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. Bye guys.